Hi friends, this is Lokesh. Welcome to Testing Tutorials Point. And today we are going to discussing what is smoke testing. Smoke testing is a process to test like software testing that application like which is the build they given a software build that is working or not like stable it's properly stable or not we are going to test and confirmation like a QA team need to process once the smoke testing they given the build and we tested if it is working the QA team need to go ahead for the further process and it consists of minimal set of tests run on each build to test a software functionality like we need to minimal like a main functionality what are the presenter right that we are going to test here and if you are using automation then we need to run in that particular smoke testing scripts or else we need to utilize that into manual testing also we need to pick what are the main modules that we are going to verify. This is also like a smoke testing we can also call it as a build verification and confidential testing. Like build verification means if the build is working as expected, then QA team it will go ahead and do it a further level of testings. In simple term, we can able to say like important features are working and there are no showstoppers, showstoppers in the build that is under testing. If there is any showstoppers are present or not, the given build having all features working as expected or not, we are going to verify in this particular smoke testing place. It is a minimal and rapid regression test of major functionalities. We can able to call it a regression also because regression also we are doing all the things right, but we are not going to do that. It's a small size of regression testing type. We are going to picking major functionalities and we are going to test, and if it is a test, a simple test shows the product is ready to test or not. Like in this build what we can able to say like given build working as expected and all the flows which is the main functionalities working as expected or not, whether the build is ready to test of further levels, those things we are going to verifying using smoke testing. And when do we do a smoke testing? Basically smoke testing is done whenever the new functionality of software are deployed and integrated with the existing build, sorry, that is deployed in QA staging environment. Like, see, imagine the first build, they are set of functionality they deployed, and second time they added new functionality. In this new functionality, they integrated with the old one, which is a old is presented right. In the previous build, they are added, integrated, and they are going to deploy into the QA environment. And QA team need to do the smoke testing after adding this functionality in case any impact is presented or not. This criteria we are going to test to pick it main functionalities and we are going to test it ensuring that all critical functionalities are working correctly or not. In this build we are going to test and deployment team deploys in the build in the QA and subsequent test cases are taken. Testings in test cases and a build. Just now I told you right. Once the old build, they given minimum set of functionality and they deployed first time, and second time they added new functionality, and that new functionality they integrated with the old functionalities and they deployed again into that environment. Then QA members they are going to pick a critical functionalities and they're going to test whether it is working as expected or not. If there is any mismatching the functionality that application given critical functionalities right, those things are working as expected or not, and we are going to find errors here. Like using that series of test cases are designed exposes error that are in a build in that particular which is a we pick it right a small amount of main functionalities there are we are getting any errors or not, these things we are going to test. The QA team continue with the functional testing. If this smoke testing there is no errors, no there is no failures, then we can able to like QA team they will go and continue for functional testing. Any failures indicated in the handling system back to the development team. In case it is not pass, the build is failed because of some errors presented in that particular build, then what will happen? We are not giving a sign off, we are not doing functional testing, it is go back to the development team, they will fix and they will get back to us only to deploy a new one. Here basic like example time we can able to say like new registration button is added into the login window and build is deployed with a new code. We perform smoke testing on a new build. Just now I told you, right? With the old functionalities are presented first time and second time you implement a registration is a new uh, functionality. In that functionality you integrated with the developer indicated to both like old one and new one they are integrated, then after that there is any issues are presented and given build is working as expected or not, there is any errors are presented or not, those things we are going to test in this. Who will do smoke testing? After releasing the build to QA environment, smoke testing is performed by a QA engineer or QA lead. Any one members they are going to do that smoke testing. Whenever there is a new build, QA team determines that major functionality in application to perform smoke testing. QA team checks showstopper in application that is under testing. Any showstoppers like errors, any major error defects are presented or not. Those things we are going to check using a minimal set of test cases to execute in that smoke testing build. And if you are any showstopper is presented, we are going to give like a build back to developers, they will fix and they will get back us back. Why do we do a smoke testing basically? These are playing for important role to software test development as it is ensure the correctness of system initial stage only. Like in case if you are not testing a minimal functionality like a main functionalities whether working or not, you deployed it directly and QA team found something issues and build time and there is no smoke testing but directly went for functional testing, and then if they're facing issues, right, the cost for that defect is more and we need to reduce that defect cost and those things, then we are going to test starting time only, that is smoke testing. Here is basic points like all the showstoppers in a build will get identified by performing smoke testing. We can able to find major errors or defects, any showstoppers are present there. Those things we are going to test in starting time only using smoke testing. Smoke testing is done after build is released into QA. Means once the development is completed, they are going to release to QA team environment and we are going to test. With the help of smoke testing, most of defects are identified in the initial help of smoke testing stage of software development. Like here, what will happen? Smoke testing, we are going to pick some random things and we are going to identify and we need to fix it here only. With the smoke testing, we simply determine the correction of major defects. Like we will find a major defects in that particular smoke build, like which is the build they give in development team, right? We can able to find, we can find it easily to starting time only. QA team can find defects, the application functionality that may have suffered many new codes. Like after adding a new functionality, after integrated with the new functionality in old modules, then what will happen if there is something errors maybe occur? That also we need to find out in here only. Smoke testing find a major severity defects and basic example we can able to say like login window is presented and able to move to next window with a valid username and password, click submit button, but here what will happen, unable to sign out from a web page. After integrated sign out, he is not able to sign out that particular application. This case we can able to say we are finding that sign out is not working as expected, then we can able to send back to the developer to fix that one, correct? And how to do smoke testing, there are two ways we can able to say that. One is manual testing and another one is automation testing by using the tag for the smoke or regression. Under that we can able to say like regression also in here. Manual testing, we are doing manual, member he is going to pick a set of test cases with a critical one, then he can able to navigate and he will complete for entire cycle. And there is a image is there, can able to see. First image is basically what will happen. Developer develop entire code. He is going to initiate that in build, and we are going to do smoke testing. And here, in case if smoke testing is passed, then we are going to do further round of testings like functional testing and system testings and integration, and those are the things we are going to do. Acceptance, everything. In case here only it is failed, then build will reject and it will go back to the developers, they're going to fix what is the error we got it right. And second one is basically here is build started the build one, and it will coming to the QA team like a smoke testing, and we are prioritized test cases we are picking, and we are going to execute. Once we done, if it is passed, it will go back to the functional testing and QA environment, and we are going to test and we are going to say whether the application is working as expected or those. In case if it is failed, development team we are sending back to the development team, and they will again fix it, that like what are the defects we found, right? Based upon a criteria they are going to pick and they are completed, and they are going to rebuild that entire application. This way we can able to achieve that smoke testing early, we can able to find the defects and we can able to fix it fastly, correct. And here is basic advantage like easy to perform testing because it's a small amount of, right, each build we can able to main functionality easily we can able to perform, and defect will be identified in earlier stage, means starting time only we are going to find. Improve the quality of the system, we are going to improving. Reduce the risk, reduce risk means we are not finding any defects in the smoke testing, but when we perform the functional testing, in case if we are finding, then what will happen, it's a risk is more because the cost of defect also increase. That's why it is if you are performing smoke testing, we can able to reduce the risk also. Progress is easy to access and save test effort and time, and easy to detect a critical errors and correction of errors. It it runs quickly and minimizing the integration risk. These are the things we can able to do it early stage only. That's all about the smoke testing. If you like this video, please like my video and please subscribe my YouTube channel. Thank you.